Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to welcome everyone to the official launch of Vivo's X60 series in the Middle East. My name is Othman Ibrahim, and I'm the GCC Head of Brand Marketing at Vivo Middle East. Before we get started, I would like to thank each and every one for joining us today. We're excited to have you here to talk about the great things that we're bringing to you soon. Vivo is a leading, product-driven, global technology company with its core business focusing on smart devices and intelligent services. Vivo is committed to connecting users around the globe through design of exciting and innovative smartphones and companion devices, as well as services which integrate technology and design, thinking in unique and creative ways. Following the company core values, which include innovation, consumer orientation, and benfin, Vivo has implemented a sustainable development strategy with the vision of becoming a leading, long-lasting, world-class enterprise. With headquarters in China, supported by a network of 10 R&D centers around the world, Vivo is focusing on the development of state-of-the-art consumer technologies, including 5G, artificial intelligence, industrial design, photography, and other up-and-coming technologies. Vivo has also set up 5 production hubs, including brand-authorized manufacturing centers, across China, South and Southeast Asia, with an annual production capacity of nearly 200 million smartphones. As of now, Vivo has branched out its sales network across more than 40 countries and regions, and is loved by more than 400 million users worldwide. We prioritize on immersing into our local markets in order to tailor our approach to fit consumers' needs and differentiate ourselves in an increasingly competitive market. In July 2019, we officially entered the Middle East market with the goal of providing world-class products and services to consumers. Our core values lie in innovation, consumer orientation, and benfin, a Chinese term describing the attitude of doing the right things and doing things right, which we truly believe is the ideal description of Vivo's mission to build technology for good. Our journey in the Middle East began in 2019. Since then, we have grown tremendously thanks to the love and support shown by all of our Middle Eastern customers. We launched the X, the V, the S, and the Y series smartphones in the Middle East, and over 1 million customers are enjoying our devices across the region. Over the years, our footprint has grown. We have over 6,000 sales outlets and are actively investing in offline retail stores to enable customers to have a first-hand experience with our products. Globally, we have always strived to place world-class features in our products. We were the first company to launch the world's thinnest smartphone at the time, the X1, the X3, and the X5 Max, a smartphone with 24 megapixels front-facing camera with the V7 and the V7 Plus, a dedicated hi-fi chip for high-quality audio with the X1, a 20 megapixel dual front-facing camera smartphone with the V5 Plus, and a completely bezel-free display and in-display fingerprint scanner, as well as the first smartphone with a 2K screen and DTS surround theater system in the X-Play 3S. And this is just to name a few. We live in a mobile and dynamic world. Smartphones have become an extension of our consumers' lifestyles to record, capture life's most joyous moments, from friends and family to mountains and lakes, and architectural wonders, and everything in between. Today, we launched the X60 and the X60 Pro as part of our all-new X60 series of flagship smartphones. With user-centric designs and innovation at the heart of our operations, the smartphones features a professional-grade camera that comes as a result of our collaboration with ZEISS, bringing unparalleled sharpness, clarity, and image quality to Vivo smartphones, whilst also representing a breakthrough in the history of mobile imaging. Through this new and upgraded technology, consumers will benefit from world-class professional standard optics. Images define the X series, and designs lies in the heart of the X series. As we bring innovation to our consumers, we also never forget about elegance. What's more, by harnessing the synergies of traditional optics and cutting-edge digital technologies, we will herald a new era of mobile imaging. From high-quality selfies to professional images, we always want the memories that you capture to be beautiful. I want you to know that we don't innovate for the sake of innovation alone. We have always been consumer-oriented, and it is our mission to provide customers with exceptional services while constantly exploring consumer demand and preference. With this in mind, we will continue to listen to our consumers in the Middle East and beyond to ensure that industry-leading features are a hallmark of our smartphone, and that we continue to pioneer new ideas and set industry trends that break the mold in ways our customers have always dreamed of, but never imagined it was possible until now. In our continuous pursuit of professional photography, Vivo's global flagship series, X series, focuses on revolutionizing the mobile photography experience. However, the series was built with several other important attributes to offer users in the Middle East and beyond, a truly enhanced and quality product packed with best-in-class features. We have robust plans to continue our growth trajectory in the Middle East and to form meaningful partnerships with our budding community in the region. We look forward to continuing to deliver user experiences and dynamic products that consumers around the world love. In just a moment, you will learn more about the X60 and its key features. Lastly, I have one more exciting announcement that I would like to share with you. Over the past few years, Vivo has shared the passion for sports with the community around the world. With this in mind, I'm excited to share that we have partnered with UEFA for the upcoming as well as the 2024 UEFA European Football Championship. Vivo's role will, of course, be as UEFA Euro 2020 global smartphone. Both UEFA and Vivo share the passion for excellence and for providing unique and fantastic new experiences for our fans. Well, I don't want to take too much of your time and would like to welcome Mr. Spark Ni, Senior Vice President and CMO at Vivo, and Mr. Maximilian Forst, Head of ZEISS Greater China, who will share in-depth insights about Vivo and our collaboration with ZEISS.
各位 vivo 的朋友们、伙伴们，大家好，我是黎旭东。不久前，我们宣布了与ZEISS的长期战略合作。今天，此次合作的最新成果，我们即将通过我们的 X60与大家见面。在过去的25年，我们始终专注在通信终端行业，致力于成为离用户最近的品牌。vivo 的品牌理念是人文之悦，而影像创作是人文价值最好的体现。过去，专业相机、极致影像只是专属于极少数摄影师，而今天已经成为每一个用户的刚性需求。移动影像时代的到来，可以让每一个人都成为创作者，随时随地的捕捉灵感，记录生活，分享故事。这也是我们 vivo 将影像作为长线投入和发展方向的原因。我们会持续加强消费者洞察，持续加大影像的认知与技术研发的投入。当然，我们也会与影像行业伟大的合作伙伴一起共同创作。总之，我们相信，对每一位用户而言，生活也是大事件。vivo将与ZEISS一起记录你的时间简史。接下来，我们邀请ZEISS大中华区总裁福斯特先生为大家分享。Hi, Max.
Hi, Spark. On behalf of ZEISS, a warm welcome to this really exciting event. Today, we proudly present the X60 as the first of Vivo's flagship smartphones, which show you what this partnership is about. Over the last 175 years, ZEISS gained a unique expertise in optics and imaging. This expertise and know-how now flows into the Vivo ZEISS co-engineered optical system. Now, together with Vivo, we bring this technology and features to mobile imaging. ZEISS and Vivo hope to bring you more joy and fun with your imaging and video creativity.
Many milestones of imaging are forever linked with ZEISS and part of human mankind. ZEISS loves imaging, be it in space on Earth, at work and home, while traveling, in science and education, for sharing on social media, or for keeping our private memories for friends and family. Bringing the latest technology for imaging to premium smartphones is a venture we happily support because it affects the life and leisure of so many million people every day. On behalf of the entire ZEISS Consumer Products team, I would like to take the opportunity to thank our new partner Vivo. It is an honor and a pleasure to work together with you with the certainty that we share the same high quality standards, the will to go forward and to strive for providing users with excellent tools for great imaging experience.
As a brand that is continuously innovating, Vivo is thrilled to collaborate with ZEISS. We can't wait to bring the X60 series, the culmination of our collaboration, to you. The X60 series brings professional photography capabilities to users along with premium aesthetics and flagship performance. I'm sure you'd like to know more about these features. Without further ado, it is my pleasure to introduce Faisal, one of the top technology reviewers in the region. Faisal will tell us more about the X60 series and what features we should look out for. But first, let's have a look at what we all came here to see, the X60 series.
X60 Series, co-engineered with ZEISS. Vivo smartphone.
شكرا عثمان ويا هلا وسهلا فيكم في حدث إطلاق سلسلة ال X60 من فيفو. اسمحوا لي من الحين أني أنتقل للغة الإنجليزية كون أنه هالحدث عالمي. Again, thank you عثمان. Hello everyone, it's a pleasure to be here today to reveal Vivo's latest products in the Middle East. The incredible X60 series. The new flagship series redefines photography, combining innovative design elements from Vivo with best-in-class imaging quality from ZEISS. The X60 and X60 Pro will deliver the ultimate photography experience. With cutting-edge optical lenses, sensors, image processing, algorithms, and drives multi-modal features, the X60 series allows everyone anywhere to take professional photographs. Built with incredible technologies, these two smartphones harness power, connectivity, and speed to satisfy even the most demanding users. With a sustainable boost in CPU and GPU performance, the X60 and X60 Pro contains integrated 5G basebands for a lightning-fast connection with minimal latency. Now that you know what the new smartphones are about, I would like to explain how the new design and technical features improve performance and reliability to create beautiful phones that redefine photography. Design is the most important to Vivo and the X series. Vivo lives to the concept of simplicity and joy. And the company wants to bring users products that offer a seamless experience. Vivo does this through beautiful design that are technologically advanced yet simple to use, and products that are vibrant and robust. While striving to meet user demands for smartphone features, Vivo also hoped to stand out from the crowd as a brand that consumers love and remember. Through thorough research and development to scale up innovation, Vivo realized that people want sleek and light phones. This means a phone that is easy to carry and hold. It also means a phone that makes technology look simple and elegant. Ultra sleek design, Vivo has been relentless in pushing boundaries. The X series is carefully designed to be ultra slim, allowing you to take the phone wherever you go. The X60 is 7.36mm thin, breaking the industry's limit on 5G technology and giving you an ultimate sleek and light 5G phone. The X60 Pro is a 5G phone with 3D curvature and is also remarkably thin at 7.59mm. Beyond just lightness and agility, the slender, elegant lines bring the user a phone that fits comfortably in the hand. Vivo believed that a slim and light body is necessary to create a snug hold. However, that's not all. They went further to study user performance, which helped them decide on a body width of 73.24mm. With a compact curved surface and symmetric front-to-back curvature, the phone fits naturally in your palm. Speaking of a good hold and feel, what's the first thing you think of? Perhaps it is the feel of fine sand flowing through your fingers, or the smooth feel of silk. What we hold in our hands not only bring us comfort, it can also calm us down and make us feel safe. This is why Vivo pays special attention to the feel of the X60 series. They want this piece of technology that is such an important part of our lives to be something that you love to hold. In terms of craftsmanship, the X60 series features AG glass with a satin finish. This innovative finish gives the glass a satin-like touch that feels even better than the usual frosted finish. Its upgraded anti-fingerprint coating means you will barely leave any smudge marks on the phone. I believe that the moment you hold an X60 series phone, you will be amazed by its sleek and elegant design. I also believe that you will appreciate its comfortable and natural hold. Besides being slim and light, both phones are power-packed and practical. The 7.36mm thin X60 is fitted out with a large 4,300 mAh battery. Vivo's new technologies are packed in the slim and lightweight frame. The entire series comes with an AMOLED flexible display, exquisite display effect, COP screen packaging, and a linear frame. There's also no compromise from our function. Vivo has created a minimalist, human-centric device with unattached performance. Here, the complex is made simple by proving their understanding of both technology and people. The one design detail that most people will rave about is dual-tone step, a bold attempt to connect imaging with design by blending the cameras on the rear with the eccentrics of the back cover. Who says that a good camera performance means a phone that's no longer elegant or minimalistic? Vivo strives to make the complex simple, testing not only their design ability, but also testing their understanding of technology and people. The two soft steps and the mix of glass and metal create fluidity and eliminate an otherwise bulky aesthetic. Dual-tone step is also more structured. 3 cameras evenly match up on the first step, along with the unique big-eye gimbal camera on the X60 Pro. Visually, it provides a minimalist aesthetic with also keeping the phone simple and professional. The second step is a brand new visual point. Together with the delicate choker, these elements carry through the harmony of the phone's colors. So, what color will the X60 series comes in? 2020 was an eventful year. We were not able to travel to see the wonderful world. We were also separated from friends and family. In the summer of 2020, we were brimming with anticipation. We were eager to return to the times when we could travel, gather, party, and live more freely. This is what inspired the colors of the X60 series, and Vivo called it Summer Bloom. The color palette of the X60 and X60 Pro are inspired by summer blooms, and the smartphones are available in blue and black. Blue is a mix of brilliant hues. With blue, users can experience the visual radiance and feel the eternal hope of sunrise. Think of the sun bursting through the clouds with soft blue and purple hues. Now think of the faint silvery glow of the summer night sky as both calm and glorious. It's tranquil, profound, yet full of fervor and passion. It fills your heart with anticipation for the next day. This is the second finish of the X60 series. black. Sleek, light, elegant, and comfortable. Aged glass with a satin finish, a new dull tone step, and an elegant design. Everything about the X60 series is designed to be beautiful, to create ease, and to allow you to enjoy an uninterrupted experience. Alright, we've talked about the design elements, but the X series is not only visually pleasing, it is also packed with professional photography capabilities. When it comes to images, Vivo never rests. The very essence of images is to help preserve memories. So, Vivo has always been committed to discovering how to better reproduce memories. For this reason, Vivo researched user needs and digitized them into the camera features. A range of Vivo camera modes, including night, portrait, sports, are all meant to help you reproduce the world you see. Sometimes our desire to capture images become even more pressing. When we reach the top of the mountain and see the star-filled sky. For instance, we instinctively wipe out our phones to take pictures. We do this because we know that precious moments are once in a lifetime. Astro Mode is created to help you capture this very moment. Since it isn't often that you use this mode, some might wonder why Vivo put so much effort into it. Vivo simply wants to help you cherish your once-in-a-lifetime memories. Also to get the greatest satisfaction out of life's precious moments. Beyond this, Vivo is also happy to share its research results with the rest of the world. Take Vivo Vision Plus as an example. Through this program, Vivo encourages creators from all over the world to record the present, discover life, and share what is beautiful. In 2020, Vivo partnered with National Geographic to host the Vivo Vision Plus Mobile Photography Awards. Here are some of the winning entries. Vivo does all of this because it aspires to advance the future of mobile imaging. Vivo wants to help creators all around the world to record, discover, and connect with others and the rest of the world. In 2021, through Vision Plus, Vivo will continue to collaborate with more creators by encouraging them to create even richer images. At the same time, Vivo will not stray from its mission to create a delightful experience for consumers in their imaging journey. Vivo will use advanced technology to help you create images and retain every special memory, so that all Vivo users enjoy the joy of life. In addition, Vivo has legendary tech companies as its partners. What imaging system did Vivo and ZEISS jointly create? Let us listen to what Mr. Diontgen from ZEISS has to say.
This global strategic imaging partnership is between a global technology company, which celebrates its 175th anniversary in 2021, and a 25 years young dynamic Vivo, which is successfully exploring new markets. So Vivo and ZEISS have a lot in common. We both value entrepreneurial spirit, and we both love passionately imaging. Together with Vivo, we strive to develop the premium tools ambitious consumers and photographers need to realize their creative aspirations. To achieve this goal, we see beyond limitations of today's technology. We at ZEISS have always the so-called ZEISS look in focus. The ZEISS look is characterized by sharpness, true colors, and the great bokeh, the so-called 3D pop. Photos and videos shot with ZEISS optics feature a certain quality and brilliance many millions of users appreciate. Sharp, distortion-free images with no aberrations to speak of, and with true color in a wide and dynamic range. This, in combination with the ZEISS look, allows mobile photographers to create unique and beautiful images. We contribute our expertise in imaging and optical design, our know-how in enabling highest image quality with premium optical systems. And we bring into this technology and brand partnership our passion to contribute to the future of mobile imaging.
Thank you, Mr. Diontgen. I really like what you said about how Vivo strives to develop the premium tools ambitious. Consumers and photographers need to realize their creative aspiration. This is the common desire of Vivo and ZEISS. The birth of the Vivo ZEISS co-engineered imaging system means that Vivo is no longer alone in its journey to create solutions to fit all users' scenarios. The cooperation between Vivo and ZEISS so far has been unforgettable, to say the least. Vivo invests in a team of hundreds of carried out technical exchanges with ZEISS across industries and countries. Having incorporated the design principles of ZEISS optics, Vivo successfully launched ZEISS optics in the X60 series. In order to meet the high optical standards of ZEISS, Vivo followed sophisticated designs and improved the precision level of the lens assembly, thereby significantly reducing stray light, ghosting, and distortion. Vivo's expertise in image fine-tuning played an important role in increasing sharpness, clarity, color fidelity, as well as the overall image quality, so that it could reach ZEISS image quality standards. The ZEISS optics are not just reserved for the main cameras. They are featured on all cameras of the entire X60 series. Let's talk about the 50mm standard portrait lens for a minute. What are ZEISS signature marks on this lens? With a profound understanding of what users want, Vivo has always been committed to helping them create the most beautiful portraits. ZEISS shares the same sentiment, and together they recreate the iconic ZEISS Biotar portrait style in the X60 series. The original design of the legendary Biotar lens can be tracked back to the last century. The decades since its innovation, it has been sought after by professional photographers and enthusiasts from all over the world. The ZEISS Biotar portrait style stands out with a sharp portrait subject, surrounded by a distinctive, dreamlike swirly bouquet. In addition to the R&D collaboration with ZEISS, Vivo also independently updated a revolutionary technology and developed a solution for capturing ultra-clear images. Research shows that 64% of poor quality photos are caused by shaking. To address this issue, Vivo launched the revolutionary Gimbal Stabilization system in the X50 Pro. When the phone shakes, the gyroscope inside calculates the direction and displacement of the shake. Then, by way of electromagnetic forces, the entire camera module moves in the position direction to compensate for the shaking. Designed as a big eye, the system rotates flexibly, like a biologically structure, to help us see and record the world. Its excellent results have been widely recognized by users. The X60 Pro also uses the revolutionary technology and compensates for X-axis and Y-axis movement through VIS, 5-axis video stabilization. You'll be able to notice the enhanced stabilization effect. The primary gimbal camera covers an angle 3 times for a traditional optical image stabilization, OIS. Since the entire model moves, it can achieve 100% frame stabilization to bring you stable, smooth, and clear results without any part being cropped. In addition to more powerful stabilization, the X60 series also delivers better clarity. The imaging industry has been using Bayer filter technology for arranging color filters. Each pixel is filtered to record only one color, while the other 2 colors are guesswork based on neighboring pixels. Let's take a look at this part of the image, which is supposed to be black and white. However, we see yellow, purple, and blue. This is called false color, a result of wrong guesses. Such an image misses vital details. The colors look all wrong and the overall clarity is poor. This is not something Vivo will settle for. Vivo wants to help you create images where every bit of texture and detail is authentic, so you can preserve your memories vividly. Vivo looked into alternative solutions from a range of industries and found that premium DSLRs, astronomical telescopes, and microscopes all use similar solutions in order to increase clarity, and that is to get missing color information from continuous multi-shooting and pixel shift. Based on this, Vivo independently developed a technology called Pixel Shift Ultra HD Imaging. Here how it works. When shooting, the gimbal, which can move on its own, moves with pixel-level precision to collect more pixel information. An intelligent algorithm integrates this information and compensates for missing data to render higher definition and more vivid details. With less false colors, what you see is what you get. For the main camera of the X60 Pro, Vivo also put a super large f1.48 aperture, increasing light input by 16.8% compared to the previous generations. Putting in such a large aperture is not easy. It requires innovation, adopting an AOA technique to divide 7 lenses into 2 groups of 1 and 6, and then aligning them precisely. This was not enough. To ensure top image quality, Vivo bore huge costs, rejecting 6 lenses for every 10 lenses used, and then rejecting 2 models for every 10 models used. That's how the super large aperture gimbal main camera came into place. The rock-steady gimbal main camera, plus co-engineering with the optical powerhouse, ZEISS, bring you professional standard imaging on X60 Pro more than you ever expected. Let's take a few pictures to test these features out. The next feature I'd like to talk about is the HDR Super Night Portrait and Extreme Night Vision 2.0. The night is full of stories to be told, yet it's difficult and time-consuming to capture them on camera. In a pitch-black cave, how can cameras help explore what's inside? How can we capture the glimmer of fireflies on a summer night? Let Extreme Night Vision 2.0 help you see light in the dark and capture the brilliance of the night. Gimbal Stabilization 2.0 lengthens the exposure time, and together with Vivo's Super Night algorithm, they create game-changing night images. Here are some backlight portraits. As you can see, Vivo's denoising algorithm takes purity to another level. The segmentation algorithm separates portraits from backgrounds, then touches up both separately. The portrait details are more authentic, and the light spickles are even more magical. Of course, there's also the ultra-wide night mode. It widens your night view nicely. But what if you still want to see more? Vivo's exclusive Panorama Night mode will turn everything you see across the horizon into bright and clear panorama shots. Light up every beautiful face in the dark and capture the expanse of the night. That's the type of night photography experience you desire, and that's what Vivo is giving to you. Vivo has also added the slow shutter used for creating low exposure images into the phone, so you have the freedom to play with time when creating photos at night. They've called it long exposure mode. Vivo even put in a range of long exposure effects, such as motion blur, track, light trail, fireworks, waterfall, as well as star trail. Moving on to capturing movements, another area that X60 Series excels at. From animals at play to athletes locked in competition, our lives never stop moving forward. Pro Sports Modes helps you keep your top moments as vivid memories. Let me share some sample images with you. Vivo's Pro Sports Mode algorithm makes sure that each click leads to a successful, high-quality picture. You can take steady snapshots of almost anyone and anything, and be assured of clear results. Kids carry the simplest, but most sincere of emotions. And yes, they're the least cooperative models of them all. Kids Snapshot helps parents to capture beautiful memories of their kids, ensuring that clear photos are taken even when their kids are moving. With the X60 Pro, you get to create videos with the quality of commercial films, all thanks to VIS, 5-axis video stabilization, Vivo's own 2.35x1 cinema mode, and 3-mic spatial audio recording. Vivo wants to give you movie-style videos because movies are the 8th most important art form of mankind. They not only record our social life, they also carry our imagination with vivid colors and special effects. If there's a simple device to help those chasing the light no longer be beaten by the dark, to capture fleeting moments faster and further, to brighten up faces even in dim lighting, to make faded and blur memories look new aging, to create stable footage and videos that look like feature films, and to simply make capturing images fun. Then the X60 is that device. Finally, let's talk about performance. In the line of Vivo's principle of returning to the original, the performance of the X series is designed to be super smooth. The silky smooth enjoyment runs from your hand, eyes, to your heart. It is intuitive and extremely comfortable. The X60 series harnesses power, connectivity, and speed to satisfy discerning smartphone users that demand exceptional performance. From the moment your finger touches the screen, the X60 series repeatedly detects your operations at a frequency of 240 times per second to process your commands as quickly as possible. However, this is only the beginning. The process from touching the screen to the smartphone completing the command can sometimes feel like a marathon. But Vivo turns this into a sprint by developing a core technology extended RAM plus 3 GB that accelerates this process. It is like an ultra-wide lane on the highway, breaking memory boundaries. It can accurately identify data with low activity but high memory usage, and put it in external storage space so that an X60 with a 12 GB can deliver a 15 GB RAM user experience. It helps you open up 25 apps instantly and keep all of them active. That's the behind the screen story. For your eyes to experience this smooth operation, you'll need something else, a powerful display. This brings us to X60's AMOLED flexible display with a refresh rate of 120 Hz. This state-of-the-art screen is carefully fine-tuned with SGS Eye Care Display certification, SGS Seamless certification, and HDR10 Plus certification. Meanwhile, X60 series also supports HDR video playback for streaming TV series, documentaries, and films on Netflix. Additionally, X60 and X60 Pro are equipped with the industry's flagship processor, the Qualcomm Snapdragon 870. This processor from Qualcomm's flagship 8 series has an 1+3+4 octa-core design, with the biggest core running at 3.2 GHz. Compared to the previous generation 865 platform, it increases CPU performance by 10% and GPU performance by 10%. With powerful performance and excellent energy management, this chip optimizes your experience in daily usage scenarios and boosts gaming power. From the flagship Qualcomm Snapdragon 870 processor, 240 Hz touch sampling rate, 120 Hz refresh rate, AMOLED flexible display, to advanced extended RAM plus 3 GB technology, the X60 delivers a revolutionary solution for meeting user needs for the ultimate phone performance. Well, so far we've covered everything about the X60 series that we wanted to introduce to you today. X60 Pro comes with Vivo's second-gen Gimbal Stabilization system, supports VIS 5-axis video stabilization, and new pixel shift technology. The Vivo ZEISS co-engineered image system offers a main camera at a large f1.48 aperture, supported by Extreme Night Vision 2.0 HDR Super Night Portrait in ZEISS Biotar Portrait style. It features Qualcomm Snapdragon 870 flagship processor, 3 GB extended RAM technology, and a flexible display with a refresh rate of 120 Hz. Such powerful specs and imaging systems are packed into a body as slim as 7.59 millimeters. Together with Vivo's new dual-tone step and choker design, this is a phone that matches your style. X60 also boasts of ZEISS optics, supported by excellent night stabilization, portrait, and video capabilities. It too features the Qualcomm Snapdragon 870 flagship processor, 3GB extended RAM technology, and a flexible display with a refresh rate of 120Hz. The 7.36mm body and 2.5D curvature will make you fall in love with it at first sight. Thank you so much for your time. It has been an honor to be with you today. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you, Faisal. Now let's talk about pricing. The X60 series comes in two variants, the X60 and the X60 Pro, and prices vary as per your local market, which you can see here. Lastly, I would like to share a few words from the bottom of my heart to everyone who joined us today for the launch of our flagship X60 series. I want to reiterate that we are truly committed to developing state-of-the-art products and services that help you to capture the moments you hold dear to your heart, that tell the story of your life and that preserve the emotions behind them. I hope that the X60 series will serve its true purpose, providing you with the best mobile photography experience that you could possibly get from a smartphone. Thank you again to everyone who has shown their love and support for Vivo today. I wish you a great evening ahead, and thank you.